Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're taking a look at the new Warframe, Oraxia. Unfortunately, this video is coming to my channel a bit later than planned, as this Warframe is quite extensive, and I didn't want to upload a video with incomplete information. I hope you still enjoy my video. Let's get started. We're starting with a Tawforged Amber ARCHON shard to increase our casting speed, as we'll be using a lot of abilities with Oraxia. Next, we're adding 4 Tawforged Emerald shards to boost our toxin status effects. Practically all of Oraxia's abilities are toxin-based, making these shards an excellent way to further increase our damage, and you'll see exactly why in the later part of the video. Growing Power, because we'll be applying status effects everywhere, which allows us to keep Growing Power's bonus permanently active. Power Drift, because we want to push our strength as high as possible to achieve the absolute strongest stats for each ability. Blind Rage represents the highest authority when it comes to strength. It offers us the opportunity to directly achieve a very high strength value without truly wasting many mod slots. Primed Continuity is by far the most important mod in this build. Its special bonus allows our toxin abilities to inflict additional corrosive damage and status, which offers multiple positive effects and significantly boosts the overall damage of the build. It reduces enemy armor, automatically leading to much higher damage values. An absolute must-have. Transient Fortitude and Precision Intensify for, as already mentioned, to get high, really high strength value. Here we encounter the first problem Oraxia brings with her. She needs too many stats. Unfortunately, we have to compromise on strength to gain range. For that, we're using Overextended. Primed Flow is a must-have due to Oraxia's very low base energy. Equilibrium is a flex slot here and can be swapped out. However, in my tests, Equilibrium proved very useful, which is why I'm using it in this build. For survivability, we'll use either Adaptation or Catalyzing Shields. Otherwise, Oraxia, like Saryn, becomes a glass cannon, and we want to avoid that. Her high health pool from her 4th ability already makes Adaptation very viable anyway. The choice is yours. Arcane Camisado is a must-use in this build. It makes sense in every way. For the second Arcane, you can choose yourself. My personal choice is Molt Augmented, but Arcane Arachne is an option as well. However, in my tests, Arcane Arachne performed significantly worse. The damage difference is simply too great to justify not taking Molt Augmented. To clarify, Molt Augmented generally boosts our abilities, while Arcane Arachne increases our weapon damage after we've wall-latched. For your primary weapon, it's crucial to use the SOBEK. Otherwise, this build is almost unplayable. It's best to simply copy this exact build, the core build, to avoid unnecessary problems. This is the same build I used in the Saryn video, and it works even better with Oraxia. Her signature weapon doesn't make a big difference, to be honest. I'm still providing you with my build for it, but for the general build we're using today, it's unnecessary. Same thing for the hate. In my opinion, this build works best with a PANZER VULPAPHYLA. It spreads spores that further increase the radius of our SOBEK, allowing for even better enemy clear during our missions. The most important mods here are Primed Pack Leader, which recharges your shield with melee attacks, and Reinforced Bond to get a higher fire rate on the SOBEK. Alright, let's test out in the simulacrum first. Leap onto an enemy and pierce them with Oraxia's spider legs, dealing toxin damage. Enemies defeated by this attack have a chance to drop health or energy orbs. Mercy's Kiss allows you to instantly execute an enemy at 50% of their HP. It's really important to get better energy or health management. Oraxia throws a creeping web to ensnare her prey. Enemies caught within the widening radius are trapped inside a cocoon that increases their damage vulnerability. The vulnerability is multiplicative and scales with strength. It's also one of the best crowd controls in the entire game, in my opinion. The range of the nets increases after a short delay. It's not possible to use the nets while on a raised platform, but you can use them from under a raised platform to stun enemies above you. Oraxia launches a barrage of stinging darts in front of her that applies toxin status effect. Poison enemies spawn scuttlers when killed. Scuttlers are counted as summons and are affected by Summoner's Wrath, Arcane Camisado, and Theorem Infection. Webbed Embrace's damage vulnerability increases Widow's Broods and Scuttler's damage. Other sources of toxin status effects, such as Scuttler's Own Bites and Silken Stride's bonus damage and damage explosions, will extend the Scuttler spawning window. When an enemy poisoned by Widow's Brood dies, a Scuttler hatches from their body. Scuttlers are spiderlings that spawn at a rank equal to the mission's level, crawling fast toward nearby enemies to pounce at them, then rapidly bite and claw them with toxin damage with 100% toxin, and impact status chance and 15-second status duration. Each Scuttler lasts for 45 seconds in the form of health drain, with a maximum of 10 Scuttlers spawned. Unfurl Oraxia's spider legs and go on the prowl. Oraxia is immune to status effects and has increased maximum health. Ranged weapons are imbued with toxin damage. Killing enemies causes them to burst with toxin. While active, she is able to perform most parkour maneuvers, except rolling, side strafe, and backflipping. Wall latching is automatically done when Oraxia jumps against a vertical surface. Silken Thread can quickly wall latch to activate Predator's Lurk. Oraxia may cast her other abilities during Silken Stride and while wall latched. The most important part, Widow's Brood Scuttler's damage count toward triggering Silken Stride's toxin damage explosion when an ally makes an assist kill. Okay, enough of tests and theory, let's jump into a real mission. Enjoy the video, don't forget to like and subscribe.